Hey fellas, it's me, Jaffe. After every normal Gavin and Games show, we have an after party for members only. We broadcast on YouTube as well as our Discord. It's a lot of fun, open channel mic on the Discord so everybody can talk, discuss, debate. Hopefully we'll see you over there on a future Gavin and Games after party. You gotta be a member though, so the link below will give you all the information you need to consider joining our merry band of fucksticks. Here we go. This is a good conversation I wanted to share. All right, let's talk about this real quick. Corey Barlog tweets this out yesterday, and he was joking as Corey likes to do. Somebody said the next God of War needs to have a jump button in platforming if it wants more variety in gameplay. And Corey tweeted, he says, no. And just for that, I'm removing the X button from the controller. Ask for camera cuts. I dare you, right? So he's fucking around. Here's the question, though. Let's talk about the camera cuts first. My take is that was meaningless. All the work that they put into God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok to make it so the camera never cuts, did it really bring anything to the game? And I love 2018. I'm not bitching about the game, but I know it was a huge effort to do. Joe, you think what?
I think it really limited the scope of the game. There could have been some really great epic moments with a actual cinematic camera if it weren't so stuck to a cameraman that's clearly just running around behind Kratos.
But what they argued, though, was that because they're not cutting, it creates a more intimate experience or something. So was there any benefit to what they sacrificed?
What did they sacrifice?
Well, they sacrificed, being able to cut away to big dramatic moments, and they sacrificed scale because they couldn't pull the camera really far back to show the size of a monster. But what they got, according to them, was an intimacy. I think
want intimacy.
That's stupid.
I didn't want any intimacy. It's God of War. You need some scale here and there.
I agree. I guess. Yeah.
The old God of War was about scaling back and getting the big Ares and Zeus and all of that. The new God of War with the 2018 with Corey Barlog was more about a father and a son. It was more intimate, so I can't see their point of view.
Well, no, but the question is, do you think that camera made it more intimate? If the answer is yes, and most people think it did, then I think it was worth all the effort. But to me, I played it didn't even enter my head. Like
that shit's just pretentious hogwash, in my opinion. Like
I don't know if it's pretentious, but I think it was a big effort that wasn't worthy.
I think it is when you're saying shit like we wanted it to be more intimate. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I'm playing a fucking video game about a fucking
but
dude ripping motherfuckers in half. Like, come on.
But like Joe said, it's more about that this time around. And in that, if you actually believe that keeping the camera with Kratos at all times will evoke a more sense of intimate relationship with the character or the game, I can understand if you believed that. I just don't believe as a director or designer I would ever hear someone pitch that to me and go, that's going to be a fucking nightmare on the team, but you're absolutely right. It's going to make a big fucking difference. I don't think it mattered one bit.
I agree with you. I think it was dumb. Well, I mean, like, I didn't notice it. Like, it's not like I played God of War and I was like, oh, wow, this camera angle really makes me feel connected to Kratos. Like,
yeah, but one could argue that you're not necessarily supposed to notice it. It's something that's happening under consciousness that allows you to kind of feel something that you don't really know why you feel it.
Well, I mean, I will say in the older God of War games, I like, the boss fights and the set pieces and shit, I did like fucking play through some of those and think like, holy fuck, like that was fucking cool. I never really had a moment like that with any of the new God of Wars, and maybe it's because they changed the camera. I don't know.
Could be. Brett Moore says it was a technical marvel. They pulled it off. Very difficult feat, but for the gamers, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so for me, I would fucking abandon it. I would, but that's just me. What about the jump button? Everybody's always bitching about the jump button. I didn't miss the jump button in Corey or Eric's games. Did you guys feel like you needed a jump button?
I mean,
no, and I actually beat both of them.
The new ones, the two new ones, right, Joe?
Yes.
I mean,
I didn't need a jump button.
Why do you think people are asking for it all the time?
They're old. They want a rehash of what they loved before 20 years ago.
You're old and I'm old. We're old. They're like 20, 25.
Yeah, they played your games and our games, and they're like, oh my God, this is so great. Let's keep it going. Somebody takes it away and like, oh shit, someone took away something I really loved. What's going on?
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe that's all it is.
For me, I think sometimes developers get fucking lost in the sauce, right? Like they're talking about the camera angle and shit, and really like to make it more intimate, make it more immersive. You know what breaks fucking immersion for me is when something in a video game it's lacking a feature like a jump button, and I have to fucking do a bunch of shit to get to an area that I'm like, if I could have just jumped up there, and there's cutscenes of fucking Kratos leaping into the air and shit, they would have, you know what I mean?
That is I do. I mean, what is really weird is, and I think you get used to it, but like a great example is Elden Ring's ability to navigate the environment compared to Resident Evil 4's ability. And then I'm playing Gears of War for the game club, and all three are so different. Elden Ring is like, hey, if you can see it, you can jump on it. Good luck to you. Hopefully you don't slide off to your death. Resident Evil has a couple of areas where you can kind of climb, but mostly nothing. And then obviously Gears you're very locked to the ground. And it is weird that you just kind of get used to whatever the rule set is. But yeah, I'm with Joe. I never felt the desire to jump in Corey's game. I don't know if...
Well, it was designed to not have that desire, though.
Right. So are you thinking the only reason people are asking for it is because it's nostalgia?
It's just nostalgia.
I had the desire. Because like I said, there's some shit where I'm like, man, if you could just jump over here instead of like having to go around this whole fucking area because you just can't jump.
I agree, but you had that in RE4 too, though, right? I mean, there were plenty of places in RE4 where you're like, come on.
RE4 is even worse because like you have to use keys and shit to get into doors, and you see motherfuckers break doors down with axes. You have a fucking rocket launcher. Some doors have a little padlock that you can just kick open. But these special doors need this key or you can't fucking advance at all.
Well, hey there, fellas. It's me, Jeffy. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to look up there and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget all the notification bell and the like and all that good stuff if you like the video, of course. And then over there and there, got some videos for you that I think you're going to like a lot. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate it. Be well out there, fellas. Oh, let me hit reverse.